What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 2, Episodes 7 and 8.
I watched 9 and 10.
Forgot the titles.
Shut the fuck up.
I can totally see him doing that.
No, I know.
Do you know the titles?
Let's be honest, it probably wouldn't matter. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably not.
You know what's funny about that? So, you
What?
know, I tend to lend my password out to people.
Yes.
So
Cut back to like 4 weeks ago. I changed it. I'm not giving it to anybody.
Well, then everyone's like, hey, what's your password? Fucking Anyway, so we go to watch it, and sometimes it fucks you over because, like, I was halfway through 8, and then you watched it, so then I'm like, oh, well, now I gotta remember where I was at. Which I did pretty easily, but, like, just going into it, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But someone that has my password,
we don't know. Some random
is
person on
fucking
our camp.
cruising through fucking Game of Thrones.
They're in Season 5 by now.
And they were, like, on 2, like, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
We're like, who the fuck is watching this?
Well, yesterday I went to watch Episode 7, and I click on it.
What was the title of that episode?
Something about a prince. No, it's the second one. The second
A
one's
Man
about
Without Honor.
Man Without Honor, and the other one's the Prince of Winterfell. But I went to watch it, and I just clicked on it. I was like, why is there a bear? What the fuck? This is Season 3. So then I was like really confused. Like the picture.
I saw that,
It's like Jon
actually.
Snow and a bear.
No,
And I was like,
it's Jamie.
that's Jamie and a bear. And I was like, what
Remember he fights a bear?
I didn't remember. I mean, I kind of, but I kind of don't.
Obviously, if you clicked on it.
Well, I didn't hit play. I just saw a front picture. And I
It's
was
actually
really
a good
confused.
episode.
But I was really confused
It's
about that.
whenever I go to watch them, it's never on where it needs to be.
Yeah.
That's because there's fucking so many people on my fucking HBO account.
You should change the password
Well.
again.
I literally got pissed off one morning because I tried to watch, I think it was Game of Thrones. I tried to watch something at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it says, too many users are using this account.
Which I don't understand that. Like, I mean, like in reality, like, how many people do you think you gave your password to originally? Like, are you
I
talking
can't
like?
count that high. I don't know.
Yeah,
A lot.
Almost anybody that asked. Because HBO
Yeah.
doesn't care, so you just give it out to anybody.
Yeah, because
No. I know that. I mean, like, I don't even know that many people that would want. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's off the top of my head
you don't have to name them all, but I mean, like, more than 20. You think more than 20?
No, but I get what you're saying.
more than 10.
But like early in the morning too, at that specific
I mean,
time.
yeah, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is?
Watching Game of Thrones besides me early in the morning on a treadmill. I didn't think anyone, but apparently, I mean, I don't know. And maybe someone just left their shit on, but either way, it's never bothered me. I'm like, I don't
Right.
care if you want your password, but when it affects me watching it, then
No,
I'm like,
for sure.
I'm like, fuck this, I'm not doing it anymore.
No, I get that.
And I vote.
100%.
And I literally went. I was up at 4. I was at the gym. I had to work at 5:30, and before 7 o'clock, I got a text and go, "Hey, what's going on with HBO?" And I was like, "Motherfucker!" I told him I got in trouble, so I didn't give that guy my password.
I got in trouble.
That's funny.
I said I got an email from HBO saying that, "Hey, if you continue to do this, we're gonna." I don't know. I made something up.
Hopefully, he doesn't watch these videos.
Like you're blacklisted.
He doesn't.
You're like blacklisted
Good.
from HBO.
I was like, just
Hey, you watch that new show? No, I told you I
like,
got in
dude,
trouble.
just spend $5 a month and get fucking HBO.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Game of
Let's
Thrones.
say, should we get into Game of Thrones now?
I mean, I guess.
What was the first one again?
Prince of Heron.
A Man Without Honor.
Man Without Honor.
What the fuck did you say?
Mm-hmm. I said Prince of Heron Hall.
He turned into Slingblade for a second.
He totally did.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Oh my god, he lost his shit.
Wow.
You did like.
I like mo.
Wow.
Is that the fastest he's lost his shit on the podcast?
Yeah, I believe
I mean,
so.
we're 5 minutes into this, and he's
There's always something.
He's already
It's fucking
crying.
Ridiculous. It's goddamn hot as dick shit in here.
Wait a minute.
What?
What's dick shit?
Well, I mean,
It's the shit that gets on your dick if you fuck them in the ass and they have poop in there.
yeah. And why is it hot?
I'm in a new location.
And not you. The shit on the dick.
Well, I mean, it's 98 degrees in your body.
The
And
dick
then-
in
and
your
then-
body?
and then, you know, and then they're doing this, so I mean that's more friction. So it's got to warm it up a little bit, at least a few degrees.
Wow.
I think
Is that the fastest we've gotten to anal in the podcast?
I think
too?
so.
I think you should bleep the last minute.
I also think once you take it out, the temperature's gonna.
It'll cool down a
decrease.
little bit.
I mean, if there's a fan in the room.
I mean, next
Absolutely.
time you pull your shitty dick out, take its temperature and see what's going on.
This has never happened to me. It's just something that I can.
Well, then how do you?
Then
Then
how
how
do
can
you
you
know?
How can you quote it and be like, it's hotter than dick shit in this motherfucker?
I think that was my point.
Oh, okay. Well, it was just hyperbole, I guess.
I was gonna say you call that an expression. Just because you say it doesn't make it an expression. But okay, you didn't say that.
It is an expression, and mixed in with a.
No, I've
it's
never,
really not.
I've never heard that in my life until now.
Really?
Never heard it's hotter
What do you
than
mean,
dick
really?
shit in
All
here.
right. Well, then I'll just say it's hotter than hot dog water from here on out.
I mean,
Is
if
that-
that
is that-
makes you feel better.
I've still. That's not really a saying either.
It's not a saying.
I've
You've never heard anyone say it's hotter than hot dog water in here?
No.
No one but you.
Let's jump into the episode, folks.
All right. Okay.
Don't go back there. Don't go back there.
Sorry. Just reminds me.
Oh
of it.
man.
Jerome, you're gonna
I
have to
killed
cut
the
that
man.
clip in and put him in there.
From Slingblade.
I killed
Yeah.
him. I killed the man.
Because I think I have seen it, but it's been a long time.
We
But
just
I do
watched
remember that.
it. We just
I
watched
do
it
remember
recently.
that's how you talk.
Recently, so
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago.
you look just like that motherfucker for a split
Perfect.
second. You're always reminding us of someone. If it's not a fucking rapper from the '90s.
Yeah,
All right, should we start talking?
good shit. Absolutely.
All right, so it opens up with Theon waking up in his little prince bed in Winterfell.
And I forgot. I was like, what are we doing here? And then I was like, oh, yeah, he fucked OSHA.
And
Yeah,
then she,
okay.
and she left, so he's like, "Hey, where are the kids?"
No.
I kind of liked how he's like asking that one dude. I don't know the guy's name. And he's like, "Hey, where the fuck did they go? You got a cripple and a what did he call him? He called Horde or something. A dumbass.
An imbecile or something?
Maybe. What'd you say?
What?
An
An
imbecile.
imbecile.
Okay.
An imbecile, not an embassy. What is the...
is that any relation to like a?
That's a word.
I know, but are you sure you don't mean imbecile?
An imbecile.
Do they eat?
Google that shit.
Do they eat?
Google that shit and ask them to pronounce it.
Do they eat fish? Imbeciles?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my phone real quick.
Do it. I swear to God.
Like I think I see him at SeaWorld before.
I think it's like
Imbeciles.
potato, maybe.
They're next to.
An imbecile. An imbecile.
Right next to like the sea lions and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. a
There's
couple imbeciles.
There's imbeciles. There's
Circus
seals.
seals.
There's penguins. There's all kinds of shit at SeaWorld.
I mean, you never know. I swear, an imbecile is the correct. I mean, I definitely could be wrong. I mean, it won't shock me.
I would keep saying it like that if I were you.
Yeah.
I would stand your ground.
Well, it's just like when people say, what's the word that drives me nuts?
Imbecile?
No. No.
This is the
Here we
fucking
go.
podcast.
You ready? This is Siri's pronunciation
Hold
of
on.
imbecile.
How did you spell it?
Imbecile.
Okay.
He's like, I don't know.
Imbecile.
What the fuck was that?
Imbecile. You can't ask, sir. Sir, he can't pronounce Nick, for fuck's sake.
Alexa, say imbecile.
I don't know that one.
Oh, fuck you.
How does she not know imbecile?
Wait, hold on. Let me try that again.
Imbecile.
What?
Why
do you have
does-
it like on?
Yeah, why is there Surrey from South America?
You know what's funny? It's she's not normally. Very ironic. They just look down at imbecile, and this is one, a stupid person.
Touche.
Imbecile.
I've never heard anyone pronounce it like that.
Yeah, never have either. It's like mom saying raccoon.
Raccoon
Woof.
Yeah.
or pecan.
You like coyotes or wolves? All right, are we done now?
Yeah, stop being imbeciles.
All right, so what I started to say before they called Hodor an imbecile, fucking Jesus. Mm-hmm.
We're never gonna get. We only have an hour, so.
No.
We were 10 minutes
Keep it
in.
moving.
We're in the beginning of the episode.
I haven't got my first note.
I know.
I know. Okay, Monica.
Oh man, it's gonna be a rough podcast.
Okay, so anyways, he starts beating up the guy that was talking shit to him, like when they left the place, and he's like, oh, you let them go and everything, and he's well, maybe if you were not fucking her or whatever.
Maybe we weren't being an imbecile. We wouldn't,
Oh, shit.
we wouldn't have
Well,
escaped.
I thought he was taking out his anger on that guy. He was really beating that guy. Well, I mean, he's beating that guy because they left and everything, and he looks like a fucking idiot, but also because that guy was talking shit before.
Yeah.
So the kids end up walking to that farm, and it's the farm that, remember the guy was like, hey, can I get some help? And he's like, hey, I'll send you 2 orphans that look like me and Rickon, and then you can kill us later. But I felt sorry for Bran. It's not to the end of the next episode.
Yeah.
But
But he hears them talking about it.
yeah, because like,
Yep.
I don't know, the whole situation, Theon is such a douchebag.
Yeah.
And he's so in over his head.
He's such a dick, someone should probably cut it off.
Wow. Like, yeah. That's fucked up. So, and then it cuts to Jon Snow, and I literally wrote down, Jon wakes up with a boner.
Hey, did you pull a knife on me in the night?
So basically, the next like 3 scenes with Jon Snow and
This is what this whole episode was.
Yeah,
Ygritte.
any scene with those two was her being like...
her trying to get him to fuck her.
but do you think? I mean, she probably would have fucked him, but do you think that's not what she really wanted?
Yeah, she was tricking him to get to her
She
people.
she was trying to trick him, get him like
Run away,
No,
chase her, all that stuff.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I
which
know
were
that.
which
with his
were-
penis in here, he would be pretty vulnerable.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, if he's
Which
naked. and-
eventually it
you know what I
works. She gets away and they capture him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
which is
it took like 3 scenes to fucking.
Is it
So wait,
episode
you don't
7?
you don't fuck any women?
Yeah, I know. Every time she's like, wait a minute. So
Yeah.
no one.
You use your hands, do you?
yeah. I actually, I mean, literally, I'm like, when I was watching it, I'm just like, wow, like this is literally the whole entire episode. She's just like, baiting him.
Yeah, and it was short. Like it would be like a minute, and then
Yeah, and then it cut to
someone
some
else.
other
Right.
things and
Yeah.
come back and
But
shit.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
She's
totally.
She's like, wait, still, you still don't fuck
She's
girls?
like, let me get this straight. Do you guys have goats? No goats? Like what the
She
fuck?
did mention that, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, that's weird.
But
she did ask if there
in
was
this
goats.
one of the scenes, she says, "You don't know nothing, Jon Snow."
Yeah,
and that's
you know
the,
nothing, Jon Snow.
And that was the first time.
Yeah, 'cause I think
of
she's-
many.
I think she's like, I'll show you where to put it or how to do it or something. And he's
Yeah.
like, I know how to do it.
He's,
She's,
I know where to put it.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, which is actually, I mean, one of the most famous lines
Yeah.
in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, probably. Other than winter is coming and shit like that, like
I mean, it's up there with that.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I mean, because people say that shit like, and then add their little 2 cents in to everything. So and then it shows Tywin like he's looking.
Talking to.
Yeah, he's looking for the assassin that they
Oh,
did
yeah,
try
that-
to kill
that
me, but
Arya
they
sent
weren't
after
trying to kill him. They killed the guy that
Yeah.
was going to go tell him stuff. And then he's all talking about legacy and stuff and to Arya. And at one point he says,
Those scenes with him and Arya are some of the most interesting stuff in these 2 episodes, I feel like.
yeah, because he like digs her, but if he knew who she was, and
Yeah.
he does know
Yeah.
that she's not who she is, but
He just doesn't know exactly who.
yeah, but he says you remind me of my daughter, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Wait,
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, well, that probably pisses her off a little bit.
but yet it was kind of a cool thing too.
Yeah, it was a nice moment, too.
Yeah. And he tells them to burn the villages and fucking burn the farms to find this assassin or whatever, which they're not gonna do, obviously. But I mean, they're gonna burn him, but they're not gonna find him. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I
really
like
like those scenes.
I like those scenes. I like the Varys and Tyrion scenes too. Those are awesome. Like,
Yeah, is there one this episode or is that just the next
I think it's
episode?
the next one, but I'm not positive.
But
But
that's when they talk about there's a guy that has 18 teats and he's like, oh, let's go there right now.
Yeah.
Reminding me of Hess.
you know what that reminded me of Hess too.
What?
When Varys is like, oh, there's a place down south that like,
They worship a god that has 18 teats. And then Tyrion's
Oh
like,
yeah,
we should ship there right now.
I'm like, oh, Hess is gonna love that.
for sure.
But you're the only one that I know that would call something tits.
Yeah.
He didn't say tits. He said teats.
Well, same
That's
thing.
same thing. Tomato,
so-
teats, tits.
No,
No,
no.
not
Yep.
imbecile,
Yep.
imbecile.
Yep.
no.
Imbecile. Same thing.
One's with an accent, one's you messing up a word.
No. I'll stand by this.
Okay. So the Hound
Teats, tits.
and Sansa have like a couple words. She's like, "Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do it for you."
But there's like it was a weird little like nightmare flashback scene too with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when she has her period, right?
Yep. Wakes up and she's bloody.
Yeah, that does happen. And like then Shay like fucking threatens that one lady in the town, and then she comes back and the Hound's there.
Yeah.
Like there was no getting around that, I guess.
Like literally, when, like, Shay walks in and like she sees her freaking out. Like the first thing that went through my head was, why didn't you close the fucking door?
Well, I think she was just panicking and wanted to help her and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she clearly wants to hide it. Like, why didn't you close the fucking door?
Well, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
I didn't either. I just thought they better go kill that bitch.
I mean, like, she obviously knew what she was doing. She was trying to hide it. Oh, let's flip the mattress. Well, let's just leave the door wide open so anyone walking by or
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is it's not like, how long can you hide that shit? They're like, oh, you're still not bleeding? You're 26.
That's what I thought of. I was like, well, I mean, eventually they're gonna know that you're bleeding out.
Yeah, it's like delaying the inevitable, basically.
Yeah, totally.
For sure. It's like dying.
It's like what? I spoke.
Dying.
Oh.
Well, what if you're trying to think?
I mean, yeah, we're all waiting to, unfortunately.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The podcast got sad.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting to die.
Really, yes.
Me neither. No, I mean,
You just said we all were waiting.
We're all waiting to die. I'm not. Yeah, me either.
Like a walking contradictory of himself.
What are we doing? When am I doing the podcast with your mom?
Well, she just got back.
I don't
so-
know. When's Hell Freeze over? No, I'm just kidding.
I think it would be a great podcast.
What are we guys got to do a podcast about?
We could just do any. I can interview her and she can interview me. No questions off the table.
Oh boy,
No,
a
that's
lot
not
of
right.
anal.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not
No,
talking. You're not talking anal with
come
my
on.
mom.
That might be.
What do you
it.
think? I'm an imbecile? No, I'm just kidding.
I would never do that. Obviously, we'd be respectful. I've met her.
I don't
once. I
know.
met her
She
at a-
won't.
at a
She
football-
wouldn't be.
at a
She'd
football
ask you
game.
about anal.
Well, I mean, if she asked me, then I feel like I could answer.
No, that would be very interesting to hear them talk.
We could make you just watch a movie that neither one of you would get.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good idea.
Like, I don't know, like Cars
Like
2
something
or
with
Like what?
Cars 2?
Cars 2.
No, I'm just kidding.
but something
Wow.
like with a big twist that they're just like, I don't know what's happening in this.
Have you seen Memento?
I have. I do. I enjoy Memento.
I'm surprised.
It's backwards.
Sorta, yeah.
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 I'm trying to think what else would be a good movie that like would be very like twisty.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Someone comment down below a movie that would confuse the shit out of my mom and Hess.
They're basically the same person, so if you think it would confuse Hess, it'll confuse her too.
Same person.
When
I
it
mean,
comes to-
you're
when-
her the dick, and
Okay, that's getting
What?
weird. That's way weird.
I don't even want to know what he said.
Okay, so next scene you got old Sir Alton Lannister comes back and is like, "Hey Rob, the Queen said, that's a good deal, but," and he's like, "What'd she really say?" "Oh, she ripped it up."
yeah.
And then he's all scared.
And then they like go. They have the whole scene about let's put him in this cell. Oh no, okay, that one's full. Oh, yeah. So then eventually they put him in a Jamie cell.
Yeah, but see, it's Rob's people are like, "Yeah, we don't have room. We should just kill him."
Yeah.
And then Rob's like, "No, we should, we're not gonna just kill everybody." He's like so.
Yeah, but he only says that because he's trying to impress that chick.
No, I think he really means it.
I think he means it, too.
I think he's
Does he?
a little bit like his dad, except with a little more compassion, where he doesn't want to hurt. He wants to hurt the least amount of people he can, but still get what he wants.
Yeah. And like Roose Bolton is a cutthroat, and he's one of the guys saying, we don't have room." And the other, the Cars guard, is the guy that his son gets killed in the episode, and like the fucking he's an ass too. And they're always testing Rob because Rob's young, so like they wouldn't even fucking dare say shit like that to Eddard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Well, yeah.
But he's not his dad, and
No.
he's young. So like, I think in the books he's like 16.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
I forgot
Maybe
they are a
18.
lot younger in the books. I kind of forget about that.
Maybe 18, but I think like 16. But I mean,
I
basically,
mean,
well,
do they give an age for him in this?
no.
I mean, I just kind of
they're
assumed he was
they're
like
all about 2 to 3 years
early
older.
20s is what I said, or at least what I calculated in my brain. I didn't calculate it.
What
That's
you
just
thought?
what was there.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. They're all a little older in the TV show than they are in the books, like Tom
Right.
said.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Well,
Child nudity probably isn't the best thing, but
none of them are nude.
I mean, they did show like the babies in a few episodes ago, like the little kids when they're killing all the bastard kids.
Yeah.
They're like running around. The little shits are. I was just like, wow. How they got away with that one?
I missed that. I'm sorry. You saw little
You
baby
don't remember
penises?
that? Fucking Jerome talked about it.
I remember them killing because they were naked.
I don't remember them being naked.
Yeah, they were like running into the bath or something. They were running around naked.
Oh,
like, wow.
I do remember that.
You're like, wow, I can't believe they got away with that or whatever. I think it was when we were talking about prosthetic titties and
Yeah, he's right.
prosthetic
He's
dicks
right.
and shit.
It is the episode they killed all the bastards. Yeah, and they.
And you said the little kids were naked and you saw their penises?
No, you didn't see their penises. They were naked from like it was from behind, but like they were definitely naked there.
I don't remember you talking
I
about
forgot about
I remember
that
you
completely.
talking something about that, but I don't remember.
I think I was
I have a
more
very
shocked that
good memory.
they killed the baby and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that was like the thing you were supposed to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Not the naked children.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Okay, that's not helping your situation.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, what an imbecile.
maybe put that on a shirt, huh?
There you go.
Have like
Just-
have
just
like
your
have,
picture.
has in a bus that's shaped like a seal.
Now, would you spell it? I am
Oh my god.
B-A, imba, and then S-E-A-L,
Yeah.
imbecile.
Wow.
All right, so Daenerys wants to find her dragons. She doesn't want help from
Yep.
Zaro.
No.
I'm not saying the rest of his name because fuck that.
That's when she's like, "Yeah, come on, like back where?" She's like, "I don't give a fuck where you're from."
Yeah, that was funny, and that like literally was led up in like episodes of when I
Yeah, and she's putting up with it because she's like, "I'm gonna get some stuff out of this motherfucker," but then they took her babies.
Do you think that the dragons are actually her babies?
I don't know.
Well, that's a good answer.
I always thought
We're just
like,
doing a
No.
podcast
like,
about it.
because like she was pregnant, and then she went on the fire and all that. So I was just assumed like her child's spirits went in the dragons and all that. But
Oh, really?
that was like what I thought before, but I didn't understand Game of Thrones.
Oh,
But then now
I was
watching it, I was just like, oh, she had eggs and she's a Targaryen, so they have dragons.
so do you think that the
No,
dragons?
I think they're probably closer to pets. I feel like than
All right,
babies.
so do I.
That's like
And
when I
you
call Joe
said,
my baby. He's my dog, not
"Hello,
my
baby."
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl.
You said no, right?
Yeah, I said no. I think that's just the way she views them. Like, those are my babies. Like,
Sorry, choked on my drink.
wow.
Drum's got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
I like to.
Yeah.
It's not this episode. It's next episode. But when she's arguing with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's like, They didn't suck on your teat. They're not your children." Blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Listen, motherfucker. I know you want to get in these panties, and you're gonna get in there like that, acting like that."
Wow.
That's not word for word, but that's basically what
That's
happened.
not word for word.
No.
No.
But I mean, that's basically what happened in that scene. And she's like, "No, you're gonna fight for me and do this and that." And he's like, "All right, my lady." And then they go on.
Wow.
Not much of a closer to that story, but
No. For fuck's sake. All
Drum's on fire.
right, so Drum jumped ahead to the Sansa bleeding part.
so are you going into when she talks to Cersei?
Yeah, I mean Cersei.
I actually really liked that scene with those two together.
Yeah, Cersei has good scenes with people. She's
even-
just a total bitch. So
Even
you hate
though,
her.
yeah, in a way too, in that scene, she's kind of like, "Fuck Joffrey, you're gonna love your children, blah blah blah, and all that."
Yeah.
But you'll do what you want for your children. So I was thinking, well, if you would do whatever you want for your children, wouldn't you like it's almost like in a circle how she's talking because she's like, "I know my son's a little cunt, but I'll do it." Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, kinda. But then she's doing what she will for her children.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Like my son's an asshole, so I'm gonna force you to marry him and do all this
because
but
he's
I
my
know-
kid.
But yeah, but I know you won't love him, so fuck him. You love your children. Like it's a very odd way of thinking and going about it, but it was a really cool scene.
It
Yeah.
was. And I agree with what she says when it says, the more people you love, the weaker you are.
So, how many people do you love?
I keep my circle very tight and small.
That's what she said. Or he said.
I did not plan that, I swear to God.
I was gonna say otherwise, but
Yeah.
No, I do. I agree with it.
I mean, that's easier said than done, though, right?
It is.
I mean, you're like, yeah, fuck everyone, and like, oh well, you're helping me. Okay, I like you too. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, whatever. I guess if you're a bitch to everyone, you don't have to love everyone. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
like, seriously,
for
doesn't
sure.
have to love that many people.
Yeah, because everyone hates her, so she's just reciprocating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool seeing them talk, but like you hate her so much, you kind of don't give her respect.
Yeah, she starts to have a nice scene, and you're like, oh no, fuck you still though.
Yeah. No, totally. So then I thought it was cool too. I like the scene where Jamie's talking to his cousin that he doesn't remember, and he's quiet.
I thought that was kind of a funny scene in a way because he's talking, they're having like a nice scene, and he's like, oh yeah, no, we'll prison break
Your
out of
mom's
here
a
and all
fat
this,
Lannister?
and then
yeah,
and then boom, he's like, you're gonna die though.
yeah, you're gonna help me escape, but
Like the one good moment he has with his cousin, and then he's like, oh, we had a good moment, now it's
And-
time to kill you.
Well, it was funny because he's telling the story and he goes, "I'll remember that till the day I die," and I'm going, I'm pretty sure that's like 2 minutes.
It's kind of gross, dude. After he beats him, like you see him like squirming on the ground.
I was probably writing this shit
The
down.
guy like walks in, he's like, "What's going on?" The little guard dude, and he's just like shaking on the ground because he was beating his face.
Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself, oh yeah, I still like this guy.
Yeah, no, I still do.
He just
also.
killed his cousin.
Yeah, we've all had a
He's
cousin
a
we've
dick.
wanted to beat with our chains.
Alrighty.
Interesting.
So and then Jorah goes and talks to that faceless woman.
But I saw her. Well, obviously I watched the episode.
I hope you saw her.
But I was like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?" And then I remembered used to know who she was last time, so then it really pissed me off that I won't know who she is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have
because
any-
Abby asked me, and I go, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I think she's like a fucking whisperer or something.
Like a horse whisperer?
Like, she's isn't she like there to advise Jorah? Is that his name? Jorah?
Yeah. But no.
On dealing with Khaleesi, no?
I mean, that's what she's doing, but I don't think that's what she's there for.
Do we know? Because I mean, I don't
No.
I don't remember.
Do you ever
seeing
find out?
her.
'Cause I
I
know
mean,
last week you brought it up. Do you ever find out, or do we ever find out?
I mean, this series isn't over, so she could show up at the end and
You
go,
think she-
surprise!
She's like, it's like Jon
Surprise,
Snow.
motherfucker.
Jon Snow
Yeah.
the whole time.
I don't think it's Jon Snow.
But like, so do you have an idea who she is?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you remember what I said last episode?
no, that's why I'm asking you again. Otherwise, I would have remembered. And
yeah, I don't remember. I knew you brought her up, but I can't
I asked if
remember.
she was one of the faceless people.
Oh yeah,
Like
you
the guy
did.
that helps Arya escape.
Yeah.
Because she seems to know a lot, and then you can't see her face. But,
Yeah.
So, like, and they're from there. Well,
So like
South.
even like in the books, they don't explain who she is or anything.
I don't know. There's 5 books. They're 15.
Well, you've read them all.
I know, but
Didn't you read it for a reason to retain the knowledge, or did you just read it to fucking make 5 minutes go by?
it took a lot longer than 5 fucking minutes. I don't remember. I don't think this person specifically is in the book, but I don't know some of the names, like of these, especially these fucking people. Like you kind of mix them up when you're reading, so you just kind of
Yeah.
like make up your own. So even if she was in the book, like I might picture someone else. So then when the TV show comes out, I'll be like, I might not put 2 and 2 together unless it's someone popular. And I don't. This person isn't ever in the show again. So like, what does it matter?
No spoilers.
Well, I mean,
Well-
unless she shows up like later.
Like, even if I wanted to read the books, I don't think I could read them now that I've, like... I mean, obviously I'm not done with the show, but, like, now that I've seen the show, because when I'm reading, I would just, like, picture the episodes and, like, put them in my head, like, as I'm reading.
Oh, see, I think that
Right,
would
so-
that would help me.
I think that would help you. I don't think that
Really?
would hurt you. Yeah.
Because like for me, I have a hard time reading books. Like if like I don't have like a source material to go off of, like because I feel like that helps me get through it. So I feel like that would help me out in that.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't read them now because the show's past the point of the books.
Yeah.
So I read them because I was sick of watching an episode and going, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what? And then I would see like YouTube videos. here's these people reaction that didn't read the books that are fucking watching the Red Wedding. And I was like, well, fuck those people. I'm going to read them. So then I read them, and they were really good.
What I like, they took, and it's actually like from the books. I think it's George R. R. Martin, some other guy. They teamed up and they made comic versions of the book.
Oh, yeah.
I read a little bit of it. I don't remember what season. I think it was either season 2 or season 3 that I was reading, but it was pretty interesting.
I like the books
it was
a lot.
definitely different than the show from what I was reading.
The show and the books are very similar up until season 4, probably. And then it's
So then it kind of goes off the rails. They're just kind of...
The weird thing is, too, they say they're going to end the exact same, which is, I feel like, is another reason not to read the books. Because if you know the ending,
How are they
who
going to end
cares?
them the exact same?
Like, they say, like, the roads there are going to be different, but the
same ending,
destination
because they
is
talked to the
same.
writer and they said, how are you going to end this? And
Yeah.
then, okay, this is how we're going to end this.
So you know how it's going to end?
Well, no, the books aren't done yet.
The books aren't done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The guy's been
Oh,
writing
so,
he's been writing
the books are going to end it the same way the show ends it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But those...
Okay, that's why I'm like, how? Like, if the books are already... Or if the show's already ahead of the books, I'm like, how are they going to fucking end it like the books? I was confused.
Because they talked
Obviously.
to the author.
Yeah.
I got you.
Who's been
But-
writing the book for, like, 7 years.
But so, like, there's things that happen in season 6 and 7 that it hasn't happened in the books yet. That, like,
But
people,
it will?
well, theoretically,
Okay.
if he... two things. If he ever puts one out,
Yeah.
which I
Right.
debate, and...
Because isn't he, like, old as shit?
I mean, he's older.
Yeah, he's older and he's not that
It
healthy.
wouldn't surprise me if they're fucking...
but-
if he's already wrote them, he
Well,
just hasn't put them out
there's
yet.
a huge theory that he's been done with it and he's just waiting for the show to finish, because then that'll be done and then he'll put the books out afterwards, because then everybody will rush to be like, oh, well, how does the book end? And you like buy them that way.
Which, it's not like he needs fucking help with
Yeah.
fucking sales, for fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, for sure. Would you mind Googling how old he is, Jerome? I'm
Oh
kind
yeah,
of curious.
sure, I'll look real quick.
But I mean, nowadays, what does that matter? Like, I mean, some people.
No, yeah, for sure. I thought he was pretty old. Like, I was thinking like 70s or something, maybe.
You think?
Like,
I don't think that's old anymore.
He's 69 years old, so you're pretty close. Actually.
Okay.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, that's not too old, but I mean,
I mean, it's old if he gets hit by a bus tomorrow.
But
well, but
you
I
also
mean,
got to
I
put
think
like,
the
like
average
he's
life
a
expectancy.
he's a pretty heavy set dude too, and like I don't think he
Yeah.
really cares about.
Yeah.
So I feel like that factor too. But I mean, he doesn't seem like he's like dying. But it's not like I look at him every day.
Fuck, I hope not. Creepy fucker.
Today I interviewed George R. Martin. He looked unhealthy.
Here's the thing now. So in less than a year, the show's going to come
Yes.
out. We're going to watch the
Yes.
last episodes. We'll be all caught up. Your mind will be blown. And we'll finish it. And then, say a book comes out, I'll be like, who the fuck cares? I already know how it ends.
Yeah,
Right.
but I would just look it up and be like, what's the difference in the ending
I'm
of the
but
book?
not
even gonna
in the
do
last
that.
book. Like I'd just be curious, like to wonder what's the difference.
I'm not even curious.
In the
and I
endings?
read all 5.
Really?
Yeah, and I could give a flying fuck.
See, like,
So,
like,
like-
there's a lot of things like there's a movie based off a book and all that. Like I'll like to look up the differences, but like I wouldn't want to read it. Or like if I read the book, I wouldn't like whatever, you know.
Yeah, I just don't care. I don't know. It's
So like,
I
if he
waited-
comes out, like, will he have more than one book?
yeah.
I think there's
so.
2
I
left,
think there's maybe
right?
2.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next one that'll come out won't even be the last one.
But he'll describe like a fucking forest for fucking 52 pages, so it'll all be good. All right, can we move on to the
That's-
show?
Yeah, we did go on a little tangent there. That was a good little tangent.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. I thought it was like all natural.
It just kind of makes me mad because I read 5 books and now 2 more are coming out and I'm not going to read them. So.
You could sit in here and have my Alexa read to you.
Motherfucker, I'm not having something read to me. What
I
am I, a
like that.
baby? Am I sitting in a
I
crib?
I like make thumbnails and.
Do you have a
shit.
mobile I
she'll
can
read
fucking
me
play
books,
with too?
It's actually pretty nice.
Anyway. All right, so Jamie kills his cousin and escapes.
Yeah, and then like I don't know, 10 seconds later they catch him.
Yeah. Jorah talks to the faceless woman who I think is an assassin. But
I think
don't
it's
know.
Jon Snow, but you know we don't know who's right.
And she's like, hey, you know, you should... Are you going to betray her again? And he's like, what?
Never.
I would never do that. It was like the worst acting ever. It was pretty funny.
It's almost like she caught him sticking his finger in his asshole. And you can do that. You know, what? No, I don't put my fingers in my ass. What are you talking about?
I was just looking for butt poop.
Wow.
No one knows what that is.
Yeah, we're not getting into that.
Unless
story.
Macy's watching this.
Yeah, and then she'd be the only one, and we won't
She
go there.
Daddy, you're mentioning my butt poop.
Gross.
I can only imagine where we're going here.
Yeah, let's not. So she tells him to go meet with the 13. So she goes and meets with the 13.
I feel like that's like a street gang.
I know. 13? Is that like Ozark?
Yeah. They're the rival gang to Ozark.
So you find out that Zara wants to be king, and then this little fucking creepy fuck kills everybody.
The song from Lion King starts playing.
I don't know the song.
You just can't
You
wait
know
to
that
be king.
honestly, that shit popped in my head too.
Really?
I swear to God.
I don't think I've ever seen Lion
I
King.
almost started singing it, but I want to get off topic and make everybody laugh. But
Oh,
yes,
I
it did
think-
pop. It did pop into my head.
Now he just thinks he can make.
I just can't wait to be king.
Well, I know how the video is gonna end.
Oh, that's perfect. I was gonna look it up, but him singing it was better.
You could end the video with that, and it could be titled "Imbecile."
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Glad
So-
I could bring something to the table, fellas. You know what I mean, brother?
I feel like that's what someone says after
Now
they
he's
pull their
Hulk
cock
Hogan.
out on the table.
Now he's Hulk Hogan, brother.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Step
So-
into a Slim Jim.
Isn't that
So,
Macho Man? Okay. I don't watch wrestling, but I knew that wasn't Hulk Hogan. Fuck it.
okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. He's like, now he's Joe Pesci in fucking Lethal Weapon. For fuck's sake.
We've broken him like 4 times this episode.
I think he's got shit on his dick. That was English.
No, he said he's Phoebe. That's her pig for people who don't know. Just so you know, we're 38 minutes in.
Yeah, we always like cruise through that second episode really fast.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Fucking crying.
I am.
I am.
My nose. My nose is clogging.
He's making himself laugh and cry because of his nose.
I know.
Oh my lord.
Take a Zyrtec. Hey, you good?
Yeah.
I wrote Jamie's caught, which you said 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
The Karstarks want him dead, and I feel like Rob's losing his man is what I wrote down, but we already talked about that kind of.
And then isn't this where Caitlin, Kitty Cat, she's like, all right, let's just set him off. Her and Brienne set him off.
Towards the end, they go and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I guess you don't know till the
they
next
don't
episode.
show
Yeah.
that they let him go. And Tyrion and Cersei discuss Joffrey. Cersei says she thinks Joffrey's the price for being with Jamie. I thought that was pretty.
Isn't this where I text you? Where they're talking about Joffrey, and she was like,
maybe? But you this said we have 38 minutes.
I
and now
know,
you're
but
gonna
I had to
start
bring
talking.
this up. But she said she's talking to Tyrion about Joffrey. And she's
You're
like,
completely wrong here. By
she
the
was
way.
like, he looks just like Jamie, in the right light and all that. And I was like, so does she want to fuck her son? Because every time she sees
Probably.
Jamie, she wants to fuck him. And then right after that, they start talking about how her and Jamie fuck.
No, she doesn't want to fuck Joffrey. Nobody wants to fuck Joffrey. Not even his mother.
I don't know. I think that one girl does later on that's gonna marry him or whatever.
Marjorie?
Yeah, doesn't she want to fuck?
No.
She even tries to fuck him. She's like in bed and she's like, "Oh, you want to consummate the marriage?"
That's Tommen.
Oh, really?
He dies at his wedding, remember?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Spoilers. You've seen that, though.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
And then at the end, Theon kills the two boys. Which... No,
Yeah.
he really killed them.
Well, yeah, but not the boys.
I just said
get-
boys.
For
I didn't
audio
say
people,
that.
I air quoted.
Right.
But yeah, he didn't kill Bran or.
So the first time you watched
is
this...
it Rickon?
Yeah.
Rickony Cricket?
No, just Rickon.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh my god, he fucking did it!"
Well, you don't know in this fucking show.
Yeah.
Like in
You
the
never
books,
do.
in the books they're like, oh, and then they just don't talk about Bran forever. You're like, wow.
Oh, really?
Which
They
is-
kind of do it in the show. Like they don't show him until.
yeah.
Like, and it's weird because you kind of believe it too, because they're like, oh well, they probably wouldn't show him like killing the kids and burning them because it is children. Like that's a little fucked up. I mean,
but
they
instead,
cut-
let's like pull them up and like
Yeah,
show their
well,
body.
because yeah, then that's like that's more like not family friendly, but viewable than
I mean, burnt
them
fucking
killing.
kids like fucking
Well,
barbecue.
just seeing a barbecue little boy isn't gonna make me cry, but like if he was like beating Brandon, like sticking him and stuff, that'd be a little upsetting.
Why was he sticking him?
Like with a knife. Never mind. You
Okay.
can keep going.
Jesus. All right, so that's it. Then
And then we're on episode 2, Electric Boogaloo. Episode
I think it would be episode 8.
It's the second episode we're talking about.
Whatever. This is the Prince of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Yara shows up and says, "Hey, stupid, come with me."
Hey, imbecile, come with me.
Yeah. He's like, "No, I'm gonna hold this place down." He's like, "You're not even by the sea. You all right over there?
Are
Yawning.
we
Are
made
we
him
boring you?"
We made him cry so
No.
much he's yawning now.
I'm getting tired.
I'm getting
I'm tired.
Who'd I sound like there?
You.
Okay, good.
Joshua Hess.
That's what I always want to sound like.
Yeah, so basically she's saying you're fucking stupid for even taking this place. We can't hold it. Like, come with me before you get
And
killed here.
She gets a little creepy too. She started talking about, when you were a baby and you're crying, I walked over to your crib, I wanted to fucking strangle you, and then you looked at me and smiled.
And then she was okay with it.
Yeah, I was like, that.
Which I thought he was older.
I did too.
Like the whole fucking time. And then she said that, and I was like, well, oh, wait. Unless she's like a little baby and she crawled over there and was like, eh.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
she,
don't think that's what
she
happened.
said that I was like, she's just a weird person. Like, you want to strangle your brother, you let him finger you, he grabs your titties and whatnot. Like,
I mean, they're all fucking weird. They live on islands and fucking pillage.
I mean,
and
so do
rape
people in
and
Hawaii. They're not finger banging their sisters and
Prove
stuff.
it.
Touche.
All right. Touche. Ygritte brings.
What was that?
Ygritte. Get something in my throat. Ygritte. Brings John to the Lord of Bones.
And then Hess appears.
Wow. They already have Half Hand, and everyone else is dead. But the Lord of Bones in the books, like when he kills people, he like saves their bones and then wears them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he's got that
Oh
face.
shit!
That's why
That
he's got
weird
that
little
face.
mask thing?
Yeah. So he's supposed to be kind of a badass, but like that's the thing about the books is like you get that little shit
And
in
you like
there.
visualize it, like he's like, oh, he's gonna fucking skull in his face and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
But then I mean, you can't. How much screen time can you give that fucker?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So you got to cut shit like that down. So Rob's talking to Talisa about the arrangement with Ned. About his arrangement and Ned, and then they come in and they're like, "Hey, I mean, your mom fucked up."
Yeah. He goes and yells at her and like gives her a little baby guard
She
now.
totally fucked him over.
Yeah.
Which I get, like, you can't do that for two women. Which is
It's funny too how little they know too, because like Sansa's there, but Arya's like fucking off doing other things and like
well, she's not really
escape.
fucking off, but yeah.
Well, she's escaping that place now, so
Yeah.
now she's on her journey to fuck off, and like it's not as bad, I guess, as she's visualizing it, but like, they have no idea.
Well, yeah, but just you don't trade Jaime Lannister for girls in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like he's worth well more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But in
Not
reality,
to a mother though.
well, but in reality, she did the right thing because it gets us to see Brienne and Jaime on the run. Which is
Yeah.
the next scene where he's just like.
He's
like-
asking her about her family and her dad and brothers and all that, and like
and who she has sex with.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
it seems like there's a lot of times where it almost seems like you can't tell if he's being a dick to be funny or if he wants them to actually like kill him or not. Sometimes. Like-
I think
like
it's
what-
more of it. I
like-
dare you to
Like the
kill me.
last episode when he was talking to Kat, it seemed like he kind of wanted to just like kill me right now, like just trying to get her as angry as he could.
I think he likes to push people's
But
buttons.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then sometimes it just
Yeah.
seems like that. So it's like it's kind of like a blurred line there a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little bit. Yeah. I just love that, like, when he's talking shit to her, and you're not going to make me mad. He's like, I think I already have. And
Yeah.
just, like, some of the shit he says, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, he's like the Intergeneration bunny.
Easy for you to say.
No shit.
Oh my god.
I thought we were like, we will. Oh, okay.
Nope.
So Kevin warns Tywin that
Kevin?
Stannis. Kevin with an A.
Wow.
Warns Tywin. Do you know who Kevin is?
No.
Well, maybe if I finish this, you will.
Am I? Yeah.
That Stannis will take the capital, like, in a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that's what they're having this, like, meeting. But Kevin is Tywin's brother.
Oh,
and he's the
okay.
one that's talking to him. He's kind of important.
This is what
But we haven't really met him
they
yet.
said they're gonna attack Rob and all that, and Arya's listening when she's pouring them wine and all that, right?
Yeah, and there's like Arya's gonna stay there. The Mountain's gonna stay there. They're gonna go find the Brotherhood.
Every time they show the Mountain, I forget that's the guy because he looks so different in like the seasons I remember. They show like, who's that? Clegane. Oh, okay, that's the Mountain, I guess.
You know what's funny is I feel like that guy should be called like the skyscraper.
Yeah,
or
he's
something,
fucking
because he's
tall.
tall, but he's not.
The other
Right.
guy I get. The other guy looks
Skyscraper.
mountainous, but
You
he
know what I
should
mean?
be skyscraper. I do get that.
Yeah. Oh, I heard something weird.
What?
I did hear something too, but I couldn't tell what it was. It almost sounded like there was like a snake behind Hess or something.
I hope there's no fucking snakes in here.
Keep your butt cheeks closed.
Well, remember he's got a real tight hole.
They're always closed.
Well,
No.
unless
I
someone
mean, how do you go poop?
Well, okay.
he opens it up for that, and the snake slithers right in.
Happens all the time, especially
No
in Florida.
I don't poop anymore.
I found that hard. to
Yeah,
believe.
there's no fucking way. So
Did you see that?
no.
He drank water and then stuck his tongue out like a snake or something.
I had water running down my chin, so I grabbed it.
Wow. I feel like sometimes he forgets there's a camera on every move.
Which is pretty
No,
hard
I
because it's
was
literally
just
right in
trying
front
to
of him.
get the fucking. I don't see that. I look at you guys. I honestly, God, do not look at that camera because why would I? I look at you guys when you guys are talking.
We know.
Yeah, we can tell you
Trust
know, the
us.
camera.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So when they're dragging Half Hand and John to wherever they're dragging him, he's like, Half Hand says something to the effect that like one guy inside is better than 1,000 guys outside. Do you remember what he's talking about? Because that was like the only thing they talked about, like right there. And then like he started a fight with him.
I remember that, but I don't.
Do you
I don't
know what he's talking about?
I don't remember, but doesn't that guy end up like fucking him? Like isn't
Yeah,
he
right in the
on it?
ass. Like right
he
in
bends
the
down
ass.
so far on the snow. He's like,
Fucks
oh,
him.
take it. I pull a knife on you at night now.
No, but like, doesn't he like fuck him over? Like, isn't he in on it? Like,
No.
No?
What they do is they fake a fight.
Mm-hmm.
John
right?
kills him. And then John
Nice.
becomes a wildling, and it's that guy's
Yeah.
plan. That's how he hatched the plan, was right there.
I remembered him being a
Gotcha.
wildling, but I didn't remember how. But then
That's
now
it.
you just explained it.
But can you imagine? So you're like, hey, I'm going to start a fight with you, kill me, and then they'll think you're one of them, and then you can fight from the inside. Like, that's some fucking trust in that guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. I'd been like, you know what? Tell you what, you start a fight with me, and I'll kill you. Of course, they wouldn't believe that he would go.
Yeah. That's funny, though, because like, I saw that happen, and I was like, well, they're just going to fight. Like, who's going to care? But now that makes sense. I didn't remember that. I didn't remember where that was
Well,
going.
I was like, oh, I kind of like this. I like to see how. And then he literally just said that one thing, and then I was like, oh, I guess this is too soon. Like, you know what I mean?
And then I think it's kind of mean about all that, too. Sam and that other dude, they find dragon glass in the snow, too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But that's pretty interesting.
It was Sam and
Was-
Ed, and
I wanted to. Were they digging to find stuff like that? What were they digging for?
they were digging a latrine,
What the fuck is a latrine?
piss and shit.
Oh, okay.
So so they're digging in the snow randomly in a spot that they walked to on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Right? And in that one little tiny spot in the middle of nowhere, they find a knapsack with dragon glass in it.
With a little like
Yep.
fucking stone symbol like resembling there's something there and all that.
Yeah, they're like perfect arrowheads underneath it. and
So,
shit.
like, what are the chances of that happening? I was thinking about that, and then I thought, there's fucking dragons. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like in the whole scheme of things, who gives a flying fuck because there's dragons? But like, that's pretty fucking lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, that dragon stone's gonna come in handy if I recall.
Yeah.
So, and I like so Bronn and Tyrion are planning the defense for the capital. And then Varys shows up, and Varys is like, "What's your plan?" He's like, "Pig shit." But I liked it when Bronn was like, "They might not tell you this in books," and then I don't know, the whole scene, like I said before, with Varys and Tyrion, and then you throw Bronn in there because he's like
Yeah.
a smart ass. I just love those scenes.
And
They're
he's like,
fucking
oh,
cool.
they can't teach you that in
yeah,
a book and like all kinds of
he's,
stuff like that.
he's probably one of my favorite characters for sure.
Bronn,
Yeah,
yeah, and like he's
like
fun.
he's just like quick to say something.
Yeah, he's funny, but then like on the other hand, but I like I could watch an hour episode of Varys and like Tyrion talking.
I could too, because they kind of like they're the biggest bullshitter game players.
Yeah.
Like but they're kind of real with each other.
Yeah, they are. Like they're kind of like okay with each other
Yeah.
in a don't trust each other.
I like
kinda
too.
way.
I think it's this episode because it's when Cersei takes the whore. She's like, you know what makes what makes him dangerous? He doesn't have a dick, and he's like, well, neither do you.
Which was her whole point. Like he was
Yeah.
completely wrong there.
Yeah. Like, I
Uh,
was like, you're like supposed to be. He even says like the next scene after that is like, I like to call myself an intelligent man, and I was like, well, you didn't catch on to your sister talking about her not having a dick and getting your whore and all that.
yeah, he was totally caught off guard by that. So after they find the dragon rest, which that was literally the next thing I had written down. Arya finds Jagan.
Jagan
Hagar.
Hagar. He's like, you owe me a third name. She's like, all right, Jagan Hagar, and he's like, you little fucking bitch.
Does
He's like, what? Unname me now.
it was funny? He goes, "You have no honor," and she goes, "All right."
I don't care.
Well, that's cool, though.
too
I
that
like-
that was her plan. Like, he's like, oh, you're gonna help us escape, and then like they're waiting there too late at the end, and they're like, well, how do we get past the guards?
We just gotta trust him. You're like, trust him, and then as I walk away, oh, this guy's fucking dead. We can get
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
through.
he's hanging from the wall.
I tell you one thing. I don't remember the exact details, but when she leaves Harrenhal in the books, she does all the killing.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Yeah, she fucks some shit up.
That'd been interesting to see.
Yeah, but like it's a little different there. Like, but it's pretty cool. Like I remember reading it, and it was like, oh,
Because
fuck.
she runs into him later on too, right?
Who?
Jagan
The
Hagar.
Yeah, that guy.
She runs into him? Yeah, slightly.
Yeah. There's some storyline with them that's not
Yeah.
finished yet, for sure.
Yeah, because like something about a coin or something, and goes and knocking on.
Yeah, he gives her a coin at the end of this season, I think.
Yeah,
And there's like, hey, Come
if
see
you ever
me.
need to talk to me, just
Yeah.
knock and hand on this coin or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole fucking season.
There's a whole lot that you don't know yet either.
Yeah.
But it gets
Yeah,
pretty
absolutely.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I like him. I don't know if I trust him necessarily, but
Yeah.
like I think everything he does to help her, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
even,
think-
even if
I
it
mean,
doesn't,
at
even if it
least-
doesn't seem like it.
You haven't seen it yet.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. At least up to this point, I mean,
Yeah, he
I
definitely.
feel he owes her because she saved him. So, but I mean, after the 3 name thing, like technically he could give 2 fucks.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
it's-
but I
it-
think they've built a relationship, and like he kind of sees something in her that he likes.
Yeah, totally.
For sure.
Killing.
Yeah.
I mean, Arya's probably my favorite, so like I hope she kills everybody. I hope in the next season she literally kills everybody.
Do you remember what I thought was going to happen in the beginning of last season? We even had the thumbnail for a video and all that, and like a theory, like right off the bat, and you were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I fucking hope so."
Yeah.
I still kind of, I don't. That's obviously not going to happen now.
Why?
I mean, I guess it could, but I think that would be pretty cool the way like it going out with her.
Something's gotta happen cool with her. But anyways, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. A little bit.
So Cersei tries to get back at Tyrion for shipping off Marcella and being a dick to Joffrey. She thinks that he wants Joffrey to fight, but she thinks she's trying to get him killed, but he's
Yeah,
really
but
just trying
he-
to.
Like if he's out there fighting, people might respect him a little more
Yeah.
too.
Right.
She,
And he
she doesn't
needs-
get that because of the scene earlier. Do whatever.
He's
with
like
my
he's
kids.
like PR.
Yeah,
Kinda,
kind of.
yeah.
Except that, yeah, it's bad. But
But then
Yeah.
she takes Hess's favorite whore and
yeah,
thinks
she
it's
took
his.
your whore, dude.
That's okay.
I like how
She
he,
didn't look.
What?
She didn't look all that appealing in this.
Well,
in
they
this
both
episode.
beat
just got
her.
beat.
Yeah.
No, I know.
So like
but
if your
still.
girl gets beat, you're just like, yeah, you don't look that good
You're like,
anymore. I guess.
I'm glad you're not Tyrion. You've been like, fuck her.
Done with you.
Was that your English accent?
I can't wait till you start watching Jack Ryan.
Oh, pretty soon.
Yeah.
You random fuck.
Yeah, that was so random.
Sorry.
We should start wrapping up
there's
too,
a
by the way.
there's a really hot girl
We
in
are.
there. So that's what triggered my mind.
Did she get beat too?
No, not yet at least.
Okay. So Talisa comes and talks to Rob and is like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" No, she didn't.
Basically,
say
I mean, she
Yeah.
tells a story about her brother dying and then gets not resurrected, but gets like a Heimlich shit put on him, and then he gets brought back, and she's like, yeah, and therefore, I didn't want to live in a slave town, and she wanted to help people or whatever.
Yeah, and now I want to have sex.
Yeah, now I'm gonna.
He's like, I don't want to
to.
marry that girl. So
Yeah.
it's just the dumbest.
Big mistake.
I mean, it's obviously hindsight because we know what happens, but
also we
just-
know the world too. Like you don't want to. Anybody you fuck over
yeah.
is gonna potentially get you killed.
Well, and
Well, isn't this why he ends up getting like? Doesn't this lead to him getting killed?
that's what I just said. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is one of many. Like this. So I mean, he's already losing his men. Now he's
Right.
going back on a promise.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those things where most of the people will be like, "Well, you should have just married that girl. You could have had that girl on the side or whatever."
Yeah.
But which obviously that other girl's not going to go for it. I get it. He's in love, and he's too young and stupid to figure it out. But it's going to cost him, basically.
For sure.
Cost him a whole lot.
Yes.
Yeah, his life.
And then I think after that's just when we find out that Bran's alive, right?
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, Master Lewin comes in and he's like sees her stealing food. Which I can't believe she went back there.
Yeah. Oh, this is the last place they look for us.
Yeah. That's at the end. They and they're talking about the farmers getting burnt, and they let you
Yeah.
in pretty like it's literally an episode where they like, yeah, he's dead. Okay, he's not really
It's at
dead.
the very end of it, but yeah, basically.
Although, like, if they wouldn't have killed fucking Eddard in the fucking first season, you wouldn't have believed that they ever killed the kids. But because
Yeah.
they killed him, you're like, oh, they might really be dead.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting going back and watching it because you don't. I mean, you're just
You're
like,
like, okay, well, those are some farm kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Hey, how come he only has one arm? That's what I was thinking. Because like,
He can fool you once, but not twice.
but basically that's it. Arya and Gendry escape.
Yeah.
Stannis is approaching.
Which I can't wait for that battle. That's a pretty cool battle.
Well, that's next episode. I
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
will probably watch that pretty soon because it's so cool.
Yeah.
And we're not doing anything special. We're just doing
Yeah, we're
another,
just watching next to the commentary. No one cared about it. So
yeah, including us.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stannis is approaching. He tells Davos that he's going to be his hand, which I think he is his hand.
Yeah.
The funny. So for the next thing, I just put Joffrey's an idiot. That's when he's up there talking, and he's just like what you were
Yeah,
saying.
he's like, he doesn't smile much, I hear. I'm going to put a red smile on his face.
He's just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was like the stupidest fucking line.
Yeah.
When he said it, I was just like, does he know how fucking dumb and like immature he sounds? I mean, I know he doesn't, but
No,
Yeah.
but
That
was
everyone
just
else
like-
does.
Yeah, it's funny. Behind him, they're
Horrible.
like, oh, yeah, can't wait to see him quicken his boots or whatever.
like it was like cringeworthy, stupid.
Oh, which it was meant to be, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Totally.
Yeah, he said, I'm just like, oh.
And then at the end, Varys tells Tyrion about Daenerys having dragons and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, that's
Yep.
He's
different
like,
game for different time.
yeah, and the guy's
or
like, oh,
something.
yeah, pretty soon they'll be full grown, a couple years, and then there'll be nowhere to hide. Now it's like,
Well, he
I was like,
doesn't
really a
believe
couple
him,
seasons,
right?
but yeah.
What?
Because he didn't believe him.
What?
No, not really.
I think he, like, kind of does, but he's like, whatever.
I mean, there has been dragons 300 years. If someone told you there was dragons, you wouldn't believe them, right?
Right.
So, I mean,
Depending on who told me.
what if I told you?
I might believe you. If you're like, oh, there's a fucking dragon outside. Like, why would you make that up?
That's just weird.
I
But-
think there's a dragon outside
But
my
then
window.
that's it?
And then Daenerys talks Jorah into bringing her to the House of Undying.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think she's in the next episode.
I don't think so either. I think there's too much going on.
I think
for it
there's.
to be in
I
it.
think.
I think that's 10. Cause
Yeah, I think
the
so.
next one's pretty much the big battle, right?
I think so. I hope so because
Yeah.
the battle was fucking cool.
I remember that being a long scene, but being cool.
Yeah.
But then that's it. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching this week's Random Ramblings. We'll be back next week with the finale of Season 2. I can't believe it's already the finale, for fuck's
It's
sake.
kind of cool that
Now we're going into Season 3, basically, pretty soon.
Yeah, and these two episodes were good, but like, it's just leading up to better shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like like I love these two episodes, but they weren't special. Like,
no, yeah,
No.
they're just entertaining. Like,
yeah,
nothing like...
but like
Right.
we're
They're
in
building.
and
They're
we're
building
into it. Like it's like we've all seen it. We're rewatching it, but we're into it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, getting the meat and potatoes out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you guys next week for the finale of Season 2. Thinks he can make...
can't wait to be king.